Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to create your own automatic meeting minutes generator using OpenAI. Here, my objective is that whenever I will add a new title related to upcoming event or meeting in my Google Sheets, automatically minutes of meeting should be generated by using OpenAI on that same title. And then automatically the same generated content should be shared to my team members on Google Chat. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to integrate all these applications, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. Now here we have Google Sheets in our trigger, and then we have OpenAI and Google Chat in our action. So we are going to connect all of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically generate minutes of meeting for our upcoming meetings by using OpenAI from Google Sheets. Now, basically, we are going to create our own automated minutes of meeting generator using OpenAI. Okay, and in order to create this automation here, we are simply going to integrate Google Sheets, OpenAI, and Google Chat on which we want to send the minutes of meeting to our team members. And that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is the amazing automation and integration software which allows us to create multiple automations by setting up integrations between multiple applications without any coding or programming skills. Here we are on the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by tapping pabbly.com/connect, this URL in our browser. Once you will reach here, we can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. And also when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now let's click on sign in, as I'm already an existing user. Okay, and this is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create folders here to save our workflows. As you can find, I have two folders here. In this test integrations folder, I have saved a lot of folders. In this test integrations folder, I have saved a lot of workflows. In the same manner, by creating multiple folders, you can save your workflows here on the dashboard accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option, which is given on right corner with blue color. So let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Generate meeting minutes using OpenAI. Okay, after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this test integrations folder, and now we will click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us: trigger and action. What are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the two main principles on which the entire automation runs. Here, the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is a response towards our trigger. Whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions follow the same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Okay. Now, let's suppose we are going to take Google Sheets in our trigger, in which we have the titles of our meetings, and then we are going to take OpenAI, through which we want to generate content in our action. And we want that as soon as we are going to add a new title in our Google Sheets, automatically on that same title, minutes of meeting should be generated by using OpenAI. Here we can find that our action is the response towards our trigger, because when the trigger happens, that means when the title is added in the form of a new row in our Google Sheets, then only the content is generated for that same title, otherwise not. Okay. Now after understanding this concept, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application, and that is Google Sheets. So let's select Google Sheets over here. And the next thing which we have to do is we have to select our trigger event. Now what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start. So we will select new or updated spreadsheet row, as we want that whenever we are going to add a new row in our spreadsheet, the response should be captured here in Pabbly Connect of that row, and with that response, the workflow should automatically get triggered. Okay. As we have done that, we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. We need to follow these instructions step by step in order to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Okay. And the webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for sending the data from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. So first of all, let us copy this URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. So here I'm going to take you towards the spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet which I have created with a name as MOMs for meeting. That means minutes of meeting. Here we have two columns, column A and column B. Column A contains the title for the meeting and column B contains the date of the meeting on which the meeting is scheduled. Okay, now here my objective is that as soon as I'm going to add a new row in this particular spreadsheet along with a new meeting title and a new date, automatically I want to generate meeting minutes for that same title and for that same date by using OpenAI. Okay, and for that we need to first of all connect this spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect. So let us go towards extension section and here we can find the option of add-ons. When we will click on get add-ons, it will take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. Now here we need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And basically Pabbly Connect Webhook is the add-on which we need to install in our Google Sheets. As you can find, I have already installed it. So I'm going to cross this, and once you will install the add-on, you need to refresh the page so that you can find it here under extensions. Okay. Now as we can find Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here, let's go towards initial setup. And basically, in order to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, here we need to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details, webhook URL and trigger column. So first of all, let us paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect here in this field. And the next is the trigger column. Now, what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that whenever the data will be entered up till this column in the spreadsheet, the response will be automatically captured in Pabbly Connect and then the workflow is going to trigger. So as you can find in the background, I have two columns in this spreadsheet, column A and column B, and column B is going to be my trigger column because I want that as soon as I'm going to enter the data in this particular spreadsheet up till column B, the response should be automatically captured in Pabbly Connect and the workflow should get triggered with that. Okay, so I'm simply going to enter capital B over here, and now we are going to send the test data towards Pabbly Connect to test our integration. Let's click on send test button, and here our test data is sent successfully. So let's submit it. And our setup is configured. Let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that yes, we have received the response. Okay, so as soon as we have done the initial setup, here is a response of our spreadsheet. It contains all the details which we have in our spreadsheet: the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, trigger column, sheet name, sheet ID, meeting title, that is monthly budget review meeting, as well as the date on which the meeting is scheduled. So this means that our integration is perfectly successful. Now I'm going to take you back towards the spreadsheet, and we have to do one more thing over here. We have to once again go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and this time we need to click on this send on event. So as we have clicked on it, we have made sure that as soon as we are going to add a new row in this particular spreadsheet up till trigger column, automatically the data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect and this automation will keep on working. Okay, so we will go back towards Pabbly Connect, and now by using this response, we are going to generate the content. That is, we are going to generate the meeting minutes on the title which we have received from Google Sheets. Okay, and for generating the content, here we are going to use OpenAI. So let's connect OpenAI with Pabbly Connect. Let's move towards our action step, and in our action application, here I'm going to search for OpenAI. Let's select it. And now we are going to select our action event. We need to generate the content, so let's select generate content as our action event, and we will click on connect. So in order to connect OpenAI, I am going to select existing connection, as I've already built the connection with OpenAI account. If you want to create a new connection, you can click on this add new connection button, and here you need to provide the token. And in order to find the token, first of all, you need to log into your OpenAI application, and then you have to click on this hyperlink. When you will do that, it is going to take you towards the API key page of your OpenAI account. And from there you can generate your new token and paste it over here. Okay, now here I'm going to select existing connection, and we will click on save. And here we can find that with this, our OpenAI account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move further. In order to generate the content, here we need to enter the details in these fields. So let's start doing it one by one. First of all, it is asking us to select the model. Okay, what AI model you want to use in order to generate the content. Here we have several options. So I'm going to select this Text DaVinci 003 model, as it is most used and most capable model of ChatGPT 3 series. Okay, so by using this model, we are going to generate our content. Now the next and the very important thing, it is asking us to provide the prompt. Prompt is the command which we need to provide to OpenAI that what we want it to do for us. Here our objective is to generate meeting minutes for the title which we have received from our Google Sheets. So our prompt here will be generate meeting minutes for the meeting title and for the date. Okay, so first of all, here I'm going to enter the title on which I want to generate the meeting minutes, and we have already received the title as well as the date from our earlier response, that is from Google Sheets response. So we will simply map the data over here. Now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given, and here are all the details. So whatever data we want, we will simply select that. First of all, we need to map the title. So monthly budget review meeting, this is the title. When I have selected it, it is mapped. Okay, and now the next thing which I want to map from my previous response is the date. So we have also received the date. Let's select it and it is mapped. Okay. So whatever data we have mapped over here, it has become dynamic and now it is going to change with each and every response. That means now whenever we are going to add a new row in our spreadsheet along with a new meeting title as well as a new date, automatically in this field, the meeting title and the date is going to replace with the new data. But whatever data we have entered manually, that is the sentence, that is the prompt, generate meeting minutes for the meeting title, that is going to be same because it has become static now and it is not going to change with each and every response. So now with each and every response, automatically the title and the date are going to replace and a new meeting minute is going to be generated for each new title. Okay, so now after entering the prompt, let's move further. The next it is asking us is the maximum tokens, maximum number of words in which you want to generate the content. Here the maximum limit which we can use is 2048 and the default value is 256. So here I'm going to enter 200 as I want to generate my meeting minutes within 200 words. Okay, the next is the sampling type. Here we have two options, temperature sampling or nucleus sampling. Okay, so temperature sampling is the default value, so I'm going to go with temperature sampling only. And the next thing which we have to do is we have to give the value for the sampling. So whatever sampling type we have selected over here, we need to provide the value for that. And here is the range of the value. So the temperature controls the randomness in our content. Here we have range from 0 to 1. If you're going to select 0, your content will be repetitive. But if you're going to select 1, your content will be random. The default value here is 0.7. So I'm going to enter 0.7 only. Okay. The next is the presence penalty. It increases the chance of involving new topics in your content. It also has a range from -2 to +2 and we have the default value as 0. So I'm going to enter 0 over here. The next is the frequency penalty. It decreases the chance of repeating the same lines and same terms in your content. It also has the range from -2 to +2 and the default value is 0. Okay. Now let's click on save and send test request button. And here we can find that we have received a response. In the response, we have received meeting minutes along with the title as well as the date. Okay, so it has also provided the sample members who are going to attend. Okay, this is just the sample and here are the meeting call to order. That means the event which we need to provide in our meeting. Okay, so here are all the events along with the strategies as well as the timings. Okay, now this means that our workflow is perfectly successful up till now. Okay, so now whenever we are going to add a new title in our Google Sheets for a new meeting, automatically meeting minutes will be generated for that same title by using OpenAI. Now my next objective is to send the same meeting minutes which is recently generated to my team members on Google Chat Space. Okay, so here I have created a Google Chat Space with the name as finance team. In this space, I have my finance team members. The same content should be shared automatically here on my finance team space. Okay, so that my team members could go through it. Okay, so for that, we are going to connect Google Chat with Pabbly Connect. Let's move towards Pabbly Connect once again and we will click on this add action step button. And here in our action application, we are going to select Google Chat Hangout. And now in the action event, we are going to select create message. Okay, let's click on connect. And here we need to provide the chat webhook URL as well as the message. Chat webhook URL is required for sending the message on the desired chat. That means on the desired space which we have selected. Okay, so let's suppose I want to send the message on this finance team chat. This is the space which I have created. So I need to provide the chat webhook URL for this particular chat. Okay, so in order to find the chat webhook URL, we have to click on this hyperlink. And it is going to take us towards the Pabbly forum page. Now here we have all the steps which are required to find the chat webhook URL. First of all, we need to copy this link given over here, the avatar URL. Let us copy it. And now we have to go towards our Google Chat space. So this is my Google Chat space. Here we need to click on the name of the chat, finance team, and then we have to go towards apps and integrations. Let's click on it. And here we are on the webhook option. So we have to click on this add webhook button. And now we have to give the name to our webhook. So let's say here I'm going to give the name of my webhook as meeting minutes. Okay, just a random name. And in this field of avatar URL, we have to paste the URL which we have copied from Pabbly forum page. Okay, let's do that. And here we will click on save. That a new webhook is added over here with the name as meeting minutes. And here is the URL of that webhook. So this is the webhook URL which we have to paste in Pabbly Connect. So we will simply copy the webhook URL by clicking on this 3 dots. Let's click on copy link and we will simply paste it here in this field. Okay, done. In the same manner, you have to find out your chat webhook URL by going towards the Pabbly forum page. And then you have to copy the URL which is provided on Pabbly forum page. Then you have to go towards the name of your space which you want to select. And from there, you will find your webhook URL. Okay, the same webhook URL, you need to paste it over here. After doing this, the next thing it is asking us is the message which we want to send on our Google Chat space. So here my objective is to send the minutes of meeting which I have recently generated by using OpenAI in my Google Chat space to my team members. So I am going to enter the message as, here are the meeting minutes for upcoming meeting. Please go through them. And now I'm simply going to map the meeting minutes which we have recently generated by using OpenAI. Here is the meeting minutes. Let's select it and it is mapped. Okay, done. Let's click on Save and Send Test Request button. And we have received the response. Along with the response, we have also received one ID, and this means that the message is sent on our space. Let's go and check. And yes, we can find that here is the message. Here are the meeting minutes for upcoming meetings. Please go through them. And here is the meeting minutes. Okay, this means that our workflow is perfectly successful and we have successfully built an integration between Google Sheets, OpenAI and Google Chat. And now whenever we are going to add a new title in our Google Sheets, automatically meeting minutes will be generated on that same title along with the date, and then the same meeting minutes will be shared automatically on our Google Chat space. Okay, so let's test this workflow once again. Here I'm going to add a new row along with a new title. Let's say monthly revenue strategy meeting. This is the new title of meeting, and here I'm going to add a new date. Okay, so this is the date, and now I have entered the data up till my trigger column. So we will see that without any manual efforts, within seconds, automatically a new meeting minute will be generated for this particular title and this date, and then the same content will be automatically shared on our Google Chat space. Let's go and check. And yes, here we can find that here are the meeting minutes for upcoming meeting. The title is given monthly revenue strategy meeting, as well as the date 5/12/2024, and here are the discussion summary as well as the meeting minutes. Okay, so this means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. Let's go back towards Pabbly Connect and we will summarize what we have done here in this workflow. So we have taken 3 simple steps: trigger and 2 actions. In trigger, we have taken Google Sheets, and in action, we have taken OpenAI as well as Google Chat Hangout. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new title will be added in our Google Sheets related to an upcoming event or an upcoming meeting, automatically minutes of meeting will be generated for that same title by using OpenAI, and then the same generated content will be shared on our Google Chat space to our team members without any manual efforts. Okay, just for showing you, I have taken the example of Google Chat. If you want, you can also take any other application over here in your action event. Let's say if you want to insert the generated meeting minutes in your documents, you can use Google Documents here in the place of Google Chats in your action application. Even you can share it with your team members on WhatsApp, Telegram, or etc. Okay, so this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.